Hello and welcome to the Mitre10 Cup Round 5 predictions brought to you by DrivingMaul. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, and yes, we are talking about Mitre10 Cup. And thank you very much to Mitre10 who sent me through a whole bunch of stash. You've probably seen a tweet. It really kind of took off. They sent me through some caps, water bottles, bags, balls. What else they do? I've forgotten. Beanies. And I have donated those to the Tairua Sports Club for their junior end of season event to give out to awards. So Tairua is a small rural town in New Zealand, a long way from anywhere else. They're a pretty poor rugby club. They don't have much for this kind of stuff, so I thought, hey, it'd be really nice to give them some stash to for the kids. And so, yes, enjoy your what's it called? I've gone blank. Enjoy your end of season event this weekend, guys. Hope you enjoy all the stuff. So cool. Anyway, I missed. This is late. Sorry, guys. Yes, I missed out. North Harbour v Canterbury has already happened. That was the opening game of the round. North Harbour going down 21-31 to Canterbury at home. I would have picked Canterbury, to be honest, in this one. Let's be honest. They are they've won this competition 9 times out of the last 10 years. So it would have been, that's what I would have gone for. Going through the list of games. So tonight we have Waikato versus Hawke's Bay, the Ranfurly Shield Challenge Cup game. Challenge game, not Challenge Cup. It's a Shield. Paul, what are you talking about? Waikato coming off the back of their 2 wins, but also coming out of Storm Week, which means this will be their 4th game in 15 days, which is kind of crazy. Hawke's Bay but Waikato have won their last 2 games. Hawke's Bay have won 3 out of their 4 games, but those 3 games they've won have all been championship teams. They haven't beaten a premiership team. That's the only game they lost, whereas Waikato have got themselves up over 2 premiership sides. So even though they've only won 2 out of their 5, it could be misleading. But this is the top 2 now in the championship. It should be an absolute cracker. I'm going to back the home side by 3, even though Brad Weber is there. Brad Weber played for Waikato when they took the Shield off Magpies a few years ago and scored a second half hat-trick, I believe, to do it. And then for the past 3 years he's been told, reminded of this, and he has to bring the Shield back to Hawke's Bay. So anyway, full preview of that will be on Twitter, so look out for that. I'll be doing half-time and full-time, and I'll try and catch Brad Weber and someone else for interviews at the end of the game. So yeah, Waikato by 3 is what I'm going for there. Friday night's game, or Friday afternoon's game, the 5:45 game is Northland versus Manawatu. Both these teams have a 1-4 record, so they've only won 1 game so far. I'm going to back Northland by 3 at home. So yeah, again, I think it's going to be a close one. Both these sides really do need a win to trigger their season and to try and get into that top 4 for the playoffs to try and get promoted into the Premiership. Then we have Tasman versus Taranaki. Tasman, who lost their first game of the season last Friday away to Auckland. Taranaki, obviously, who lost the Ranfurly Shield last Sunday. 2 games I was at. And I think you've got Taranaki's problem has been up front, and I think Tasman's forwards will be too much for Taranaki. Taranaki's back's fantastic, their forwards are getting a bit bullied. I'm backing Tasman by 7. On to Saturday then, I will be at Pukino for the Counties Manukau game versus the Lions. Counties have won their last 2 games. The Lions won 3, lost 2, but those 2 they've lost have both been on the road. They haven't won on the road yet, so I'm going to back Counties at home by 3. One of those losses, because they also had Storm Week. One of those losses was to Waikato last Wednesday, where the forwards really got up on top. So yeah, backing Counties on that by 2. I'll try and also, that's a double header game. There is going to be a Farah Palmer Cup game. Where's that on here? There we go. Which is the women's NPC and National Provincial Championship. So that's playing before the Mitre10 Cup game. I will try and see if I can get up there in time to watch some, if not all of that. So again, look out for me on Twitter at DrivingMaul. I'll be bringing you coverage from counties, Manukau versus Wellington Lions. I'll try and not be such a fanboy to Thomas Waldron this time. After that, it's down south to Invercargill for Battle of the South, where we have Southland versus Otago. Southland haven't won in over a year. They didn't win any games last season. So you've got to back Otago by 7, who have won their last 2 games. Into Sunday, North Harbour versus Bay of Plenty. This is another double header with the Farah Palmer Cup game first, and another game I'm going to be at. So if you're going to be at that game, say hello. Again, check out Twitter for coverage of that game. Harbour had a great start. They won their first 2 games, but so did Bay of Plenty. North Harbour won both those games by 1 point. So let's be honest, they're having a bit of a struggling season, not perhaps going as well as some of us would have thought. They're back Harbour by 1, purely because those last 2 were by 1. I think they're a better side than Bay of Plenty, who lost the Battle of the Bays, so it can't be called the Bay anymore. And again, that'll also be a double header with that Farah Palmer Cup one. I'm not sure if I'll be there in time to watch that piece, but I will be there for the Mitre10 Cup game at the very least. And then the final game of the round, one that is an absolute classic, Canterbury versus Auckland. Canterbury have only lost 1 game all season away to Tasman. Auckland are unbeaten, 4 from 4. Canterbury obviously haven't played on Friday night and beaten North Harbour. So this is their storm week. Auckland having been nicely rested since last Friday, so they had more than a week between games. Even so, it's very hard to look past Canterbury, who, as I said at the top of the show, won 9 out of the last 10. Only lost 1 game all season so far away to Tasman, and I'm back in Canterbury to win on by 5. It'll be the first defeat for Auckland this season. So there you go. That's my thoughts for this round. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Always up for good old rugby chat, and enjoy whatever rugby you're watching this weekend.